Well, earlier we heard from CommonGround volunteer Crystal Klug on the issue of food prices and why they seem to remain so high right now at the grocery store. And now Crystal is back with a recipe to share with us. Karen is standing by now with more.
All right, thank you, John. And before we get into the recipe, we were talking about license plate trivia. You said your husband can name all 93 counties?
Yes, he's very proud of that fact as well. So a lot of people who know Bo are probably laughing right now because... Yeah.
Well, John tried it, and he knew it. He knew the county. All right, so let's continue here now with the recipe today. This is a baked sweet and sour chicken, and this is one that your kids really like.
Yes, they love it. Every time I make it, they say, "Mom, why don't you make this more often?" But it is one of those recipes that's not a fast one, and so you do have to allow a little bit more time. I go ahead and double this recipe because if I'm going to make the mess and I have the time, I'm going to double it so that later on in the week, if we have a busy week, my kids, I know they're going to eat up all the leftovers.
Perfect, so, okay.
So I have already gotten the chicken ready to go, and I have cut it in cubes, I've seasoned it, I put it in a Ziploc, and I coated it in cornstarch, and I also fried it as well. And so it is all ready to go. The mess is out of the way. So now we're just going to make the sauce, which is really easy, and we've got simple ingredients that most people have in their kitchen. So we are going to add the sugar, and I do a ½ cup of sugar. You can do more than that if you want it a little bit sweeter. And then we have some apple cider vinegar, which seems obnoxious, but trust me, it works in the recipe. My daughter makes this sauce for me while I do the chicken part, and she always gags, but it is great, I promise you. And I highly recommend using apple cider vinegar. We also have some ketchup that we're going to add to it. And then if you want to add a teaspoon of garlic salt.
Okay. Perfect.
And then I will add a tablespoon of soy sauce. So we're going to stir this up.
Okay.
And we will add it to our chicken, and we just want to brown it. We're not cooking the chicken all the way when you fry it, because we're gonna pour the sauce over the top of the chicken, and we're gonna bake in the oven for 45 to 60 minutes.
Pour this on top?
Yes, pour it on top. And it seems like a long time to bake chicken, but it really does work, I promise you. We're gonna bake it at 325, and so we allow the sauce to thicken.
Ooh, yeah.
And then every like 15 to 20 minutes, I take it out of the oven and stir it quick and put it back in.
And you have it here with some brown rice?
I do. We serve this at our house with brown rice, and we always try to get in a green vegetable. Our favorite is broccoli, so.
Broccoli is my favorite too.
Yes.
This is really good.
It's healthier because the chicken is baked, and so, but it is definitely a highlight at our house. My kids love this recipe.
If I can chew, very, very, very good. It tastes like something you get, you know, at a restaurant.
Yes. Yes, it is very good.
Very good. Okay. This recipe is on our Pure Nebraska Facebook page if you want to copy it down. Back to you, John.